8-point Michigan buck that he put down behind the house. Well, tonight didn't end the way that I was hoping for myself, but I'll tell you who it did end good for, and that's Papa Dean. Papa Dean. Papa Dean shot a good one behind my house tonight. We've been managing this little chunk micro parcel for about 5-6 years since I bought it. And, you know, over the years we put up a couple enclosed blinds, got our food plot system going, and figured our best entry and exit routes, you know, just so that we're not spooking the deer all the time, because these deer are in there feeding all day long. They feel safe, but I'm so happy for them. I just got back to the truck here from hunting tonight, and I'm got the text at about 6:30 said that this big buck that I've only got a few pictures of, he showed himself tonight. He was about 80 yards down, and then he lost him. And about 15 minutes later, he said shot fired. So I'm pumped. So we're gonna pack up and cruise to the house, and we're gonna go track and stay tuned. All right. Tell everybody what we're doing here.
Well, we're see if we can go find a buck that I maybe hit pretty good. So look like a kind of nice one. So we're gonna go check it out, and hopefully we can find him real quick.
How big? Tell the audience.
Well,
how big are we talking?
I don't know. I didn't want to count points because I know I'd go all to pieces if I did. He's a decent rack, way past his ears, and pretty tall. So we'll keep our fingers crossed and see what happens.
We came in this summer and we set up a new Maverick enclosed blind out back, kind of situated it with the food plot. We wrapped the food plot around it between the blind and the crick, and just gave it a good pinch point for these deer to kind of feed through, and you let her fly. So we're going tracking. You guys ready? All right. Looks like a good arrow. Is that where the arrow was, guys? Right there?
Yep.
Huh? Okay. Well, let's kind of follow Papa. He kind of knows which way the deer went. There he is. Is he right there? Right here. Here he is. I was gonna say he couldn't have gone far. Dino!
Damn! Oh, that's only an 8.
That's a nice buck. Come on, come down here.
That's not the big boy.
That's a nice buck, though.
My leg's caught in the tree.
Well, he didn't go far. Probably
30 yards?
yeah, I was gonna say 50 anyway.
Heck yeah. That's a good buck, Dino. Good job. Congrats.
Thank you. The best one yet with a bow.
Yeah, it was. First one out of the blind that Dad came down and helped me set up. So this was this is a special moment for sure, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? That's a nice buck Papa got. Huh? All that sweat this summer paid off right there. The deer. Well, look, it looks like Papa Dean's gonna be the film crew the rest of the year.
Gonna have to.
Be dragging you everywhere I go now. Good job, Dad. That's a beautiful deer.
Look at all the blood.
life brother-in-law. He ended up shooting a beautiful buck. It was awesome. Now it's my turn. Got a little bit of rain last night. It's only about 45, 46 degrees, so it's not really cold right now, but steamy actually. Super quiet out here today. This property's been different for me this year. Normally there's a ton of deer, and I haven't been seeing deer numbers this year. Could be lack of food. Normally there's a lot of acorns and crab apples and apples on the apple tree, but I think this year's just the off year for the production of the fruit. But we're gonna sit tight. We're gonna get active this morning. I'm gonna call a lot since it's quiet. Hopefully I can grab some cruising bullmen. So stay tuned. Chasing wildlife, baby. Didn't go 20. Oh, babe. That's the broken up 9. Yes. I just kept hitting that can call. I'd rattle a little bit, hit that can call. Run it a couple times. Just happened to look up. He had a bad limp on him. I don't know what happened, but he got hit by a car. I lost him in these pine trees right here. And I waited. I had all the cameras on. I waited. Nothing. And finally it felt like, half hour, maybe 10 minutes. He just took his time poking through here and came up to the scrape. And just then I had Doe and a fawn come across. And so he locked onto them. And he was going to turn and start following them, so I let him have it. Perfect shot, 15, 20 yards. Got it done with the Xpedition perfection. I'm pumped. All right, we're just back to the scene of the crime. I got my trusty cameraman, Papa Dean, behind the camera. He's already tagged out, so he's film guy today. But that's the stand I was hunting out of right there. And so that buck this morning was the only deer that I saw. I was doing a handful of rattling and grunting and doe bleating, and I just happened to see him coming through the grass way up here, and he had a pretty good limp. And he got behind this cluster of pine trees and I lost him. And there was about 10 minutes where I didn't see any movement or anything. Well, finally, I saw his antlers poking out right here, and he came into the scrape, worked the scrape for a little bit, and just then I think I had another deer run across and was heading south, so he kind of locked onto them and started turning to follow these deer. And I took maybe a 25-yard shot, and as you see on camera, he didn't go very far. So we're gonna go grab the arrow and we're gonna go get the deer. Come on. Victory VA PSS arrow and the G5 Mega Meat. Done pretty good. It's good blood, and actually where we're standing, the deer's right here. So let's go get him. So the story behind this deer is he didn't show up until about the second week in October, and he was around quite often. I got quite a few pictures of him, and it seemed like every stand that I would go to where he last was, he'd show up at the other stand that night. So we were playing this game of chess, and then about the last week he kind of disappeared, and I hadn't had any pictures of him. Obviously the rut's kicked in. but when I saw him, we'll have to check him out, but he had a pretty good limp on him. I don't know if he got hit by a car, if he just got in a fight, and he's kind of banged up a little bit, but I'm happy with him. He's a nice Michigan buck. There's a few more around here, but we got a little work to do. We're gonna get them out of here and get them all cleaned up and take them to the processors. Hey, nothing better than doing that right there. Putting a tag on a beautiful Michigan buck.